USL Championship action returns where the rain has been falling all day long. It's finally begun to slow just a bit, but there's certainly plenty of puddles at Louisville Slugger Field. Tonight's pregame is brought to you by Four Roses Bourbon, and Louisville City takes on one of its former heroes, Chandler Hoffman, and the expansion side Birmingham Legion in their fourth game of the year. Birmingham looking for their first win in their third game. With Matt Stubbington, Mike Watts on hand, these fans know they're going to see soccer at some point, and the way Louisville played against Hartford, they should expect some offense too.
There definitely will be some offense. Louisville doing a really good job going forwards, creating opportunities in the final third and making those passes count when they had to. And if you keep making those good passes in the attacking third, good things happen. And who cares if it goes off the opposition's knee or your own knee? It's all in the back of the net. But this was a really special goal from Luke Spencer.
Luke Spencer getting on the score sheet this early is massive.
It really is. He had such a difficult year last year, but look back to 2017 where he scored 12 goals. Such an important part of what Louisville are looking to do this season. He has to get back and score regularly.
And for Birmingham, this is a team that's had chances galore, and they still haven't found a goal, much less a win.
Well, the fact that they're creating the opportunities, not putting it in the back of the net, is something that is concerning John Hackworth tonight. He thinks that at some point the floodgates are going to open and they are going to score some goals. Legion FC are too good not to put the ball in the back of the net, especially when you have somebody like Chandler Hoffman playing up top, and he's such a good player. Understands the timing of the runs in the final third into the box and has a calm head on his shoulders and has a way of just putting the ball in the back of the net. So experienced, and of course, fans in Louisville know just how dangerous he can be.
15 goals in Louisville's second ever season, and the Birmingham man has returned to his beloved hometown. Well, bad news, Matt. The floodgates are open, and the field is waterlogged. It won't stop soccer, at least at kickoff. We've got Birmingham and Louisville teams in two different directions set to meet when we return.
It's a simple truth. There is no better place than where you are right now. Celebrate the moment. Feed the wolf.
And with great deals on all these Toyotas, you can make plans to go anywhere.
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 Woo! Hello?
Get a low-mileage lease on a stylish new 2019 Corolla for $199 a month, the dynamic new Camry for $219 a month, or get $2250 cash back on a thrilling new Avalon.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
We are those searching the unlimited, the unrestrained. Those that understand that life is a pursuit. Feed the wolf.
Complaining about your allergies won't make them go away, but calling Family Allergy and Asthma can. We offer the most effective treatments available to help you find relief. No more symptoms means no more complaining. Family Allergy and Asthma.
One of the questions I'm often asked is, what's my case worth? Of course, that depends on your injuries. But if you'd like to get an idea, go to forthepeople.com and look at our recent verdicts in court. You'll see accidents and injuries just like yours. We try more accident cases to verdict than any firm in America, and it allows us to settle early because the insurance industry knows about our reputation and results. Numbers don't lie. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Since 1923, COSAIR Charities has shown children their potential instead of their obstacles. So they see the world as a place of possibility, where great things can take flight. When you support COSAIR Charities, you help elevate every aspect of a child's life. Together, our kids, an entire community, can reach new heights. There's so much more to do. Join us by donating today.
Isn't it time to finally do something about your allergies? Rush allergy shots at Family Allergy and Asthma can begin to work in as little as 1 day, so you can find permanent relief faster than ever. Don't wait to feel better. Family Allergy and Asthma.
Welcome back to tonight's pregame as we take you on the field. It's presented by GE Appliances. They are making a full-throated effort here to try and get the field in playing condition Matt Stubbington, Mike Watts on hand. And right now there will be a delay of at minimum 10 minutes. And Matt, we've seen in St. Louis already today, large puddles. It's tough to play in this. It's tough for the groundskeepers to try and make it playable. And for the fans, hopefully they're trying to enjoy the rain, but tough for them too. It
is. It's just tough all around, and the grounds crew working so hard and so diligently to get the standing water moved. And unfortunately, Mother Nature didn't comply, and you see the heavens have opened again. It didn't slow down. It started raining harder. Those poor guys with those blows and those squeegees are going to have to put in yeoman's work to find a way to get the water off the pitch so that these top professionals can put their best foot forward and the best display of the game that they can tonight.
You got anywhere to go, partner?
I've got nowhere to go. I'm too excited for this. I love watching Louisville play.
So we'll wait to see what comes next. And you think about the home field advantage Louisville has at Slugger Field. We've seen this before, Matt, where the field is waterlogged, especially on the area where the infield is, as many stadiums are. In the USL Championship, there's sort of this cutout with a different surface. And in the past, we've seen them be able to make their way through it in some capacity. But as Birmingham comes here for the first time, when they do finally get this thing cleared, it's no dream to have to go play Louisville, even in the best of conditions on this field, much less subpar ones.
Well, Slugger Field, and with the artificial surface, it is such a home field advantage for the boys in purple. But I think back to last season when it rained like this and standing water was in front of Greg Ranjetsing's goal, and Cincinnati scoring basically from the advantage of the puddle, slowing the ball down and spinning it into the back of the net. That game ended up being called and replayed later on in the season because of the conditions being so bad. But it can be treacherous on that artificial surface, so skiddy for the players even at the best of times, but certainly with the water on the surface as well, it's going to be a real challenge for both teams, particularly for the visitors, because they're not used to being at Slugger Field.
I think we were just able to prove that we can indeed bring a horse to water. I don't know if you saw that a moment ago. Louisville City and Birmingham Legion right now are in a delay of at minimum 10 minutes, which means the earliest we could start is a little after 7:15. We'll continue to have updates. It's Louisville and Birmingham set to match up soon enough. Back in a moment.
In designing and building the all-new RAV4, Toyota redefined what a compact SUV could be, and the experts have taken notice. Street-savvy, off-road capable vehicles in 3 distinct versions. The stylish, luxurious Limited, the rugged Adventure Grade, and the sporty, powerful XSE Hybrid. With Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 standard. Now get $1,000 finance cash on a new RAV4 or a low-mileage lease on a RAV4 LE for $209 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Since 1923, Corsair Charities has shown children their potential instead of their obstacles. So they see the world as a place of possibility, where great things can take flight. When you support Corsair Charities, you help elevate every aspect of a child's life. Together, our kids, an entire community, can reach new heights. There's so much more to do. Join us by donating today.
Out of all the things I'm proud of, our phenomenal client reviews is at the top of the list. Hundreds of 5-star reviews on Google. We call these client reviews Trustimonials. At Morgan & Morgan, we also have a full-time client success team. As a client, you can reach our team at any time with a Trustimony or with any question or concern you have, and you can be sure that our team is on it right away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
At Dr. Mark Lennon Associates, I focus on taking care of my family, but I also focus on taking care of your family. We firmly believe that you've got to give back. Our primary goal is to do what's right for the patient. If that means glasses, contacts, or treating an eye condition, we will be sure you get the care that you need. We want to take care of you the same way we take care of all our family.
This is our family. And here at Dr. Mark Lennon Associates, we're focused on your family, the community, and most importantly, your vision.
Can't we all get along?
Boucher Bayrum presents Kenny Chesney, Songs for the Saints Tour.
No shoes.
April 4th, KFC Yum Center. With special guests David Lee Murphy and Caroline Jones. Tickets on sale now with Ticketmaster.com. Produced by Messina Touring Group and AEG presents.
But we're all right.
We welcome you back to Louisville Slugger Field. The earliest we could start is about 5 minutes time. Lou City and Birmingham Legion set to meet in match number 4 for Louisville, match number 3 for Birmingham in Birmingham's expansion season. GE Appliances welcoming you to the field for tonight's game broadcast. Matt, a chance maybe for us to look at the lineups. They're presented by UPSjobs.com for Louisville City. They do bring some players back from international duty, but it's only Speedy Williams that'll actually slot in to start.
Well, some players coming back needing a bit of a rest. They're on the sub bench, but Speedy Williams, with his experience in such an important role in the midfield, it's going to be good to see him back in the starting lineup alongside Rasmussen, who's playing really well. And Niall McCabe, John Hackworth says, just works so hard for this team, but needs to be a little bit more disciplined in the way he approaches his role in the midfield area of the pitch. Last week, he was playing as that holding player a little bit and got out of position sometimes, but then he was able to come in and just hold that position a little bit better. And it was in that 25-minute period after the halftime break, the half would be all over Louisville, that was where the problem was coming from. McCabe and other midfielders not playing that role sufficiently. Then they pushed up and got control of the match again as things wound down.
Tom Sohn's starting lineup, Matt Van Okel last year in Oklahoma City, the fixture in between goal. This lineup presented by UPSjobs.com. I mean, Wright, Hoffman, both significant up front. Harivo's come in from New England.
Harivo's going to be a huge add to the midfield and will be an engine there to drive the play forwards, and that's something that's been missing a little bit for the Legion in the early part of this season. Hoffman, so experienced up top. He has to play in combination with Wright. Playing off of Wright is so important in combination to get in behind the Louisville defense.
This may look about 2 people short, the Coopers today and the Purple family. That's because there's a new family that's being joined tomorrow. Maybe it's Monday. Our congratulations to Brianna and Patrick, and I suppose I've heard Landon as well. Proposed at the end of January, and they figured spring break as good a time as any. That picture is pretty much right on the mark of what the weather conditions would have been, so they're really missing much.
Not missing much, but wherever they are, congratulations to them, and hope it's a fantastic celebration to boot.
Congratulations to them both as they're off to Tennessee, a rare home game that those two are missing, but the drum corps will certainly try and line it up a little bit louder today in their absence. So the water being squeegeed off the field as expeditiously as the grounds crew can. The drum corps remains the groove machine, as we've been told. What exactly do you make of Birmingham at this point? And I think John Hackworth had it about right. He said it about Hartford last week, too, with these expansion teams. You feel like they are 1 goal away from the dam breaking, and it scares me. I'm scared that that's going to be us this week.
And it's, as I said, the Legion, they got too many good players, and at some point they are going to score goals, and you just hope that it's not against your team that it happens. But I like the way Legion FC play. They like to play the ball on the deck, pass it around, try and get the ball in combination plays up the field. It's going to be tough in tonight's conditions to do that. Also, I'm wondering whether they watched a little bit of tape from last week, because Hartford in the second half, they knocked the ball long a little bit, and that caused some problems for Louisville. So I wonder, it's not really in the MO of Legion FC, but I'm wondering if that's something that might be put out there as an option for Tom Sohn's team tonight.
I don't know about you, but those look like guys ready to go fish.
I don't know, there's enough water. There might be some fish on the field.
Waiting to get the all clear as the officials are going to make sure that everything is in working condition. on both surfaces that make up the pitch at Slugger Field. Maybe we should spend a moment on keys to the game. When we do get started, these are going to be paramount. Tonight's keys to the game, powered by Kentucky Lottery, who remind you that lottery proceeds fund college scholarship and grant programs, including every dollar of the popular Keys scholarship program. You want to see Louisville watch for that long ball that they struggled with last week.
Exactly. I said I don't think it's really in the MO of Legion FC, so I don't expect it. But when you've seen another team do it so successfully on tape, it might be a weapon that Legion FC will try and exploit. The key for that, though, is that Louisville then need to find a way to win the second ball. It's always the second ball that's the most dangerous, and it wasn't a good job competing for that second ball from Louisville FC last week. And then they've got to deny time in the midfield. Haribo is such a good player on the ball. You've got to deny him the time and the space to pick you apart. And then for the visitors, they've got to stay connected higher. They weren't combining enough far enough up the pitch to be dangerous in the game in the first half last week against Ottawa.
Well, the referee's gone fishing. Scous's house continues to polish off some drinks. We've got a game coming. We know that. It should be a matter of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Louisville City, Birmingham Legion, supposedly moments away.
Complaining about your allergies won't make them go away, but calling Family Allergy and Asthma can. We offer the most effective treatments available to help you find relief. No more symptoms means no more complaining. Family Allergy and Asthma.
Since 1923, COSAIR Charities has shown children their potential instead of their obstacles. So they see the world as a place of possibility, where great things can take flight. When you support COSAIR Charities, you help elevate every aspect of a child's life. Together, our kids, an entire community, can reach new heights. There's so much more to do. Join us by donating today.
5,000 years of Chinese music and dance in one night. Incredible, groundbreaking, a cultural phenomenon. A must-see. Experience Shenyun. Coming to the Kentucky Center, May 1st only. Buy tickets now at shenyun.com/Louisville.
Is your family like this? Or maybe this? If so, keep your carpets clean with help from MaxCare. MaxCare offers steam carpet cleaning, upholstery and ceramic tile floor cleaning, 24/7 emergency water extraction, and duct cleaning. MaxCare also offers dust-free hardwood refinishing and can even install new hardwood if you're looking to change the look of your home. Call us today for a free estimate.
We are a locally owned and family-operated business. MaxCare, it's not just our name, it's our promise.
Isn't it time to finally do something about your allergies? Rush allergy shots at Family Allergy and Asthma can begin to work in as little as 1 day, so you can find permanent relief faster than ever. Don't wait to feel better. Family Allergy and Asthma.
Welcome back to Patriot and the Expat, the podcast you never knew you needed with Matt Stubbington, Mike Watts on hand. It's going to be a little while, folks. We've been told that the earliest kickoff time now is 7:36, which is another 15, 16 minutes out before we are ready to go. In the meantime, they are continuing to try and get this field in good condition. It is a field that has taken a real beating today to the amount of rain over the last 6-7 hours at least. And Louisville City and Birmingham Legion should eventually kick this thing off. There are potential thunderstorms later on tonight. Whether or not those have any impact is, well, left to someone with a meteorological degree of sorts, you know, whatever it is that it takes. Let's take a look, Matt, at some news and notes, because you nor I understand radar from around the USL while we have a moment. The USL Championship is in Week 4. USL League One is in Week 1. Yesterday, the first ever game, Alex Morel, the first ever goal, and South Georgia Tormenta locking horns in the opener and ultimately knocking off Greenville Triumph 1-0. You and I have talked about it at length, but League One is really the next step in building that pipeline to pro. The USL Academy initiative has been since rolled out over the last few weeks. Really exciting stuff.
It's fantastic. The product that USL puts out week in, week out. We've seen it in past seasons, but now it's expanding. We've got League One now, we've got the Professional Development League, and then the Academy as well. It's just so exciting, and it's fantastic that these players have places to go to develop the game, to try and achieve the next level, try and achieve the dream of making it to the MLS. So USL being such a huge part of the environment and where soccer is in this country is so important, and it's great to see the development of League One. And it's going to be an interesting one on the old pub quizzes about Alex Morel, who scored the inaugural goal in League One. And talking about goal scorers, Cameron Iwasa, I mean, he's such a fantastic player, and hat-trick in 3 minutes, in 11 minutes is pretty darn good.
Yeah, Tulsa Roughnecks, on the heels of almost entirely set-piece goals, are top in the West at present, as they have had a stunning start, and their right back, Luca Lobo, is the Golden Boot leader at the 1/10th poll with 5 goals. We'll see whether or not that continues at pace. That'd be the first right back in history to ever win a Golden Boot.
It probably would be, but quite a record. And it's great to see them bounce back after such a disappointing year last year. Basically retooled every position on their roster, and it's coming to fruition in this early part of the season. Still working on that. Just looking at all that water spraying up. I always think that leaf blowers are one of the most useless tools ever, because you're just moving stuff from one position to another. But in this situation, we want that water moved off of the pitch so these guys can play the game. It's like Legion FC are coming back on the field.
They're in the gold and white tonight, which for a Louisville fan may in some ways be disorienting, as they have made their way on, and it appears that the grounds crew will take their bow, find their way into the dugout, and wait for the next torrential downpour to begin. It's a Birmingham Legion side that has seen everything but a goal and everything but a win so far. They've struck the post, they've come narrowly, tantalizingly close multiple times, and there is a belief that this team can be pretty good. Louisville makes their way onto the field. They've got a coach with outstanding MLS experience. They've got a handful of players that have top-level USL Championship and MLS experience. There's reasons to think that Birmingham, in a lot of ways, could be what Louisville was 4 years ago as an expansion team, a playoff team with some upside to maybe make a run.
I would hardly agree with you, and they say they've got so much depth and so much talent on the team. It's only a matter of time before they do start scoring those goals. And you look at Kobayashi, he's on the sub bench today, but he's got so much experience as well. You've got the players up top to score the goals. Van Okel in net, he's got so much experience as well. So it's only a matter of time before they start putting the ball on the back of the net and finding a way to get the job done together and have the experience together to start putting the product out that they want to put out, that they're working so hard on day in, day out in practice. And they'll get their just rewards eventually by scoring the goals, getting the points, and making their fans happy. And with the fans in Louisville tonight, we're hoping that it's not within the 90 minutes of this match.
Well, how about Magnus Rasmussen? You and I last year at times would look at each other and go, where's the disconnect with a guy who dealt with some significant injuries to his hip over the offseason, playing some indoor as well, and his touch and his ability to combine has been far better than we've seen in years past in a Louisville uniform.
I've been hard on Rasmussen, and during the season last year, he grew as a player, and we started to see exactly how good he can be. His touches, his imagination around the box were really sublime. And then he picked up another knock. But it's great to see him back, and we saw moments again last week. His creativity, he had that lovely little backheel flick to Mbaki Jam that resulted in a shot on goal, but was eventually saved. And he's going to be a really important player with McCabe and with Speedy Williams in the midfield, creating things going forward. I'm going to be interested to see who's playing that holding role tonight with those three players, or whether that holding role will rotate between the three of them because they are experienced players and have that communication ability. Normally it would see Del Piccolo in there as really that anchor that allows the players to go around him. So it's going to be maybe a different way of approaching that midfield area for Louisville tonight.
We were told Paulo Del Piccolo does have a bursitis issue. It's inflammation of a tendon in his midsection. The question is how long it takes, and Speedy Williams might be the guy that has to carry that load a little bit. We've seen him as a 6 and as an 8. Could play as a 10. Now McCabe sort of stepped back last game, and see the conditions as the weather continues. But that midfield 3, there's a lot of ways to go about it. Traditionally, it used to be 2 bottom points to a diamond or a triangle. Since it's been inverted and you've got one number 6, where does Speedy fit in? He's got a lot of skills. You have a lot of answers.
He does, and he can play that role so well. But we've seen him in partnerships over the last 2 seasons with Del Piccolo so much. It's going to be interesting to see how this midfield 3 develops in the absence of Del Piccolo. And I think we've yet to see the best of Speedy Williams going forwards because he has played that holding role a little bit more in the past. I think that he'll have a little bit more freedom to go forwards in this midfield 3 that we're seeing in action tonight.
Who doesn't want to play in that?
Oh no, splish splash, are we having a match? I don't know.
This is where paying for a suite has paid off immensely, hasn't it? The wind is starting to pick up.
Well, thinking back to that Cincinnati match last year, the wind picked up and was blowing directly into the face of the goalkeeper for Cincinnati, and he was holding his hands in front of his eyes because the rain was blinding. It was about that point that the referee blew the whistle and called the game at that point. But hopefully this rain will slow down a little bit. These players are really pulling yeoman's duty along with the grounds crew trying to find a way to get this game in.
And we mentioned Chandler Hoffman and what he brings to the table. His movement is outstanding. And, well, will he play here tonight? Will he have to wait? Could it be minutes or hours? We're going to find out. Louisville and Birmingham eventually will play through what right now is buckets of rain. We'll have updates as we go along. Make sure you stick around. Welcome back. These were the images just a moment ago at Slugger Field. Wind whipping the American flag nearly off the pole. Louisville City and Birmingham Legion are postponed, and they will begin play tomorrow at approximately 10 a.m. Check your local listings as the referees and players will make their way back here tomorrow morning. For Matt Stubbington, our entire Vista World Link team, Mike Watt saying thanks for sticking with us. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.